Street. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Pretty throwing here to start. That throw finds Kittle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Pretty throwing here on first. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. The screen pass falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down throw by Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. To throw again, it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. 3rd and goal, Purdy. And oh, he got it! Interception! Brian Branch has it!
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw. And even more so, picked it off.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing right away here, Goff. He finds Laporta. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Lions looking at 1st and 10. Goff setting to throw. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing is gone. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Running on second with Montgomery. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. From the 37. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's caught at the 25. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Purdy on first down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Oh, no touchdown, it's intercepted! Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
He'll throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Bates' kick is up and good. And our first half ends with 3 points. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Brought down by Fred Warner. Offense up to the line fast. They go play action with Goff. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Pretty throwing here on first. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Working quickly here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he's tackled for a short gain. They get it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Goff now on third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute, convert on these third downs.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the 49ers will take over deep on their own side. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he gets him around 6 there. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun is Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 21-yard gain. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy to throw. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
1st down, San Francisco.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. brother hits another interception. Alex Anzalone with the pick. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. And he makes the Huts go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
49ers 7.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
Isaac Dorendo on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
I love throwing up first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down throw by Purdy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to the air on second, Purdy. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To throw again, it's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
First and 10 from the 41. A give up the gut to Montgomery. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions with a 10-point advantage. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Williams coming in motion right. Goff on third. Gets everything he has under this throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers have some new life in the fourth.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now Purdy. He'll get this to Samuel. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. To throw. That's brought in by Jennings. And he's brought down after a short gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. A Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it at the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Purdy throwing here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Lions make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game.